Hi, I'm Kitty Caracciolo, and welcome to part 1 of my 3-part video series on how I made this open front card. This video shows how I colored and added rust to the truck and how I colored the pumpkins. Check out my 2 videos showing how I assemble both the front and back trucks. So the first thing I do to begin coloring is I add a light coating of light orange, kind of a rust ink, around the corners just to add some moisture before I start applying darker shades. If you look closely, if you can tell, my hand is not pushing down hard at all. I'm just moving this mini applicator around. The next thing I do is I start lightly adding some brown. You could do a darker rust, whatever you want. I like doing this on gray because it is a color that really kind of shows off the rust and the vintage appearance of the old truck. I start applying the colors on the corners because that's where I think a real truck would start rusting, from where the lines of the trucks are, the outer lines. Now the next thing here is I'm starting to add the color. I've sped this up so that you are not watching the painstaking steps of how I actually slowly kind of go through this process to add. Another thing that I'd like you to be aware of is, as you see this ink wet on the cardstock right now, when it dries, it mellows out and does not look nearly as splotchy as you're seeing it here. I'm just adding the brown, and then I go back with the orange yellow ink and try to blend those in, the darker parts in. You'll see that right now. And I am not using a tough touch. I'm just wiping this mini applicator over the cardstock. I did do all the parts, but I've only just shown you 2 or 3 of the parts because it's the same concept over and over. I've just added a couple of these little pieces for you to see here. I like to go around just to add edges. The next thing I'm going to do is show you how I colored the pumpkins for my scene. I'm using the classic pumpkin set. It's a new set by Rubbernecker, and it comes in pieces so that you can add dimension as much or as little as you want. Make your pumpkins 3-part, 4-part, whatever. So I'm starting here by using a light orange ink, and then I'm going to come back with a darker ink. I'm going to go around the edges and just work this around the edge, and then I will come back with the lighter and go over it and just kind of blend it in. Again, those blotchy looks are going to get better looking as they dry. I'm doing all 3 here to show you how I do those middle pieces. I want to take this time to tell you how significant I think the mini applicators are and how much easier they are to use than some other applicators when shading. They are made by the company that makes pan pastels. That company is named Soft, S-O-F-F-T. You can get these at a lot of places. Now I'm going to show you how I put them together, and in this example I actually attached the pumpkin parts right to the back part of the pumpkin using glossy accents. You can pop them up with mounting tape or rolled up double stick tape if you would like. But for this particular card, since I had so much dimension with the frame on the inside and outside of the card, I just put these together so I would be able to fit them all in and have the card close. I'm adding just a little color trick that I did not use it on this truck, but I thought I would show it while I was demoing coloring the pumpkins. I took this pumpkin and dipped it directly on my VersaPad, and then I put it into my clear embossing powder. And I wanted to show you how the embossing, the clear emboss, makes the colors all come to life and look much brighter. I hope you've enjoyed seeing this and that you'll stay to watch the next 2 videos. Thank you.